Simley wrestling against Apple Valley for the second time in a week. They met in the finals of the Clash in Rochester in the first weekend of January. Apple Valley won that match, won 12 of the 14 individual matches. They met again last Friday at Simley with Apple Valley winning again. This time it was 45-21, a little closer, as I think many people expected. Greg, you had an opportunity to talk to Jim Short, the Simley coach. What was his perspective on that match?
He thought his wrestlers performed very well against Apple Valley. But you have to understand, Apple Valley is ranked, I believe, third in the country. And they took care of an assembly team that had just beat, I believe, 5 top 10 teams in the country, or 3 or 4 top 10 teams in the country in that clash.
Yeah, I think St. Ed's of Ohio was,
and there was eighth, and there was a 10th, and even a defending national champion. That was St. Ed's, I believe. But anyhow, but Jim Short was very happy with the way his team wrestled. They lost a couple of really close matches in the final seconds, which always happens. But, you win a couple of those close matches instead of losing them, and in one case get pinned. There's 10, 12 points difference right there. But Apple Valley is a handful. Fortunately for Simley, Apple Valley will be AAA in the state. Simley will be AA, so they won't, face each other in the state. But those two definitely have to be odds-on favorites for the state wrestling.
Now, in that match, guys, Mike, did Apple Valley get them in the lower weights like we talked about last week? Did they kind of dominate down below?
Apple Valley got the lead there, yeah, because they're just so strong there. I mean, they have a couple of returning state champions in the top in the first 6 weights. A couple of other kids who could conceivably win state championships this year. So yeah, they got a lead there. Actually, this year as compared to last season, the Apple Valley might actually be a little stronger in the upper weights, at least this year compared to last season. One of the top matches from their meet last week against Simley was Craig Kelleher wrestling Simley's Mick Berg at 189, and Kelleher won a close decision. I gotta think that match can only help Simley though when they go on to the section competition and more than likely the state tournament. Having those matches that come down to the end against quality competition, it's not something you get a lot of during the regular season because there just aren't that many really strong teams around the metro area, especially in the lower 2 weight classes. Many of the state powers are from out states, so it's has to be to Simley's benefit to be able to wrestle a nationally ranked team that's just a few miles down the road from them.
I like the idea of both Simley and Apple Valley being able to win some titles. It was hard for Simley when they were up in Class 3A to compete with Apple Valley, to compete with that depth, and to compete with Apple Valley's talent base.
They were, and actually for a lot of years, Simley was in the same section as Hastings, which this year is a number 2 ranked team in Class 3A. So that there were times when Hastings was a roadblock to Simley's team getting to state.